This story was sent to me by Beverly Pierce, and it is coming out of Germany. Now, I know you see the picture right here of a dog right there on your screen. Of course, that is a golden retriever, and it's a ball sitting right in front of him. Now, I don't know what type of dog I'm going to be talking about in this story, but I just typed in a picture of a dog on Google, and I just decided to choose this one. So imagine that you have a pet, and you know, dogs like to lick stuff. They like to lick furniture. They like to lick your shoes. They like to lick your face. But imagine if they decided to lick your face one day and all of a sudden your organs started to collapse on you and you died from being licked. That's what happened with this guy over in Germany. Because according to this article that I'm going to read to you, this guy who was 63 years old and was a dog owner died after suffering multi-organ failure when his dog licked him. And they try to tell us that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Imagine you dying from just being licked by a dog. Man's best friend, they say. A man died from multi-organ failure after being licked by his dog. The unnamed 63-year-old developed a fever, muscle pain, and labored breathing a few weeks after he was salivated on by the canine. After going to the hospital, tests showed signs of kidney damage and liver dysfunction. The man from Germany was transferred to intensive care. He was then diagnosed with severe sepsis and gangrene over the next few days. Tests showed that the bacteria Capnocytophaga canamorsis, I probably messed that up, found in the saliva of cats and dogs was in his blood. 16 days after he arrived at the hospital, his family made the decision to have his life support turned off. Now, I'm looking at this picture of his arm where it's like, that's crazy. I'm looking at his arm. He looked like he got badly beat up on his arm. Like, it's got bruising. It's red. It has some scabbing on there. Like, you know, you can see his blood like bleeding and all types of stuff. Like, it's a very gross looking picture just from being licked by a dog. But they like to tell us that dogs' mouths are very clean. C. canamorsis infections are rare and tend to only affect those with a suppressed immune system, no spleen or alcohol problems. The man's doctors wrote in the European Journal of Case Reports in Internal Medicine. If caught, the infection is fatal in around a quarter of cases, they add. Transmission via licking with no biting or scratching is very rare. Just one case had previously been reported in an otherwise healthy patient. The deceased went to the Rote Kruse Krankenhaus Hospital in Bremen after battling flu-like symptoms for 3 days. Although he had no open wounds, the man had small red spots on his skin as well as bruising. With no headache or neck stiffness, meningitis was quickly ruled out. Tests showed that his immune cells and platelets, which cause blood to clot when the skin is cut, were abnormally low. He also showed signs of inflammation. After being diagnosed with sepsis, the man was treated with antibiotics. Despite doctors' best efforts, his condition deteriorated over the next 2 days. He developed brain damage and paralytic ileus, obstruction of the intestine due to paralysis of the muscles. After being resuscitated from a cardiac arrest, the man was put on a ventilation machine that breathed for him. 4 days into the hospital stay, blood tests showed C. canamorsis. Despite further antibiotics, the man developed epidermolysis of the entire body. This occurs when the skin becomes very fragile, tearing at the slightest touch. That's crazy that all of this happened just from the lick of a dog. That's why people would be like, don't let your dog lick on your face and everything like that, because you never know what is going on, what they have in their system. A CT scan shows signs of lung disease, which the doctors put down to probable pneumonia. Despite upping his antibiotic regimen, all the man's limbs turned gangrenous, with a brain scan also revealing a severe lack of oxygen to the vital organ. A joint decision to de-escalate therapy was made with relatives. The team urged pet owners to seek medical help if symptoms exceed those of a simple viral infection, like labored breathing or small red skin spots. If a patient presents with the above or bruising, doctors should ask when the last time they came in contact with pets. That is exactly why I do not like when people, if they have dogs and I happen to go anywhere there's near dogs, their dogs ain't about to be licking up all on me and everything like that. But this is something that a lot of palm color folks like to have their dogs do. Like whenever, a lot of the times you see them, listen, I've seen some crazy things. Like I've seen them feed their dog maybe some of their ice cream cone, and then they'll probably put the cone back in their mouth. Like they really believe in that dog's mouth being cleaner than the humans. They take that to heart. But they better reconsider considering this story right here. Like I said, I saw the picture of this guy's bruising on his arm. Like they took a picture of it, or at least a picture of somebody else that may have had it, and that thing looked crazy. Like it's crazy how a lick from a dog did all of that. Like everything that I just wrote, all the symptoms that this guy did, like this one lick from this dog, whatever got into this person's bloodstream, it literally shut down their entire body faster than some people who have cancer. Like this guy died within a matter of days. Maybe a couple weeks. Not a few months, but a couple weeks. And it shut his entire body down. But yeah, to anybody out there who has any pets, specifically dogs, don't let them lick up all on your face and all up near your mouth and everything like that. First off, that's just disgusting. First and foremost. But second, just don't do it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.